Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
One moment, guys. I need to log in into the Navigraph charts, yeah? Alright guys, yeah, one more come back to my channel for a new flight and stream. Yeah, today we are flying in P3D version 5. Yeah, last time we flew in P3D version 5 with the FSlabs was I think around 1 month ago or something. Today we are flying again in P3D with the FSlabs A320, a classics. Yeah, someone has requested a flight here from Zagreb to Palma de Mallorca here in P3D, which we're gonna do today. So we are flying the FSlabs A320, CFM engines and wingtips. Today we are doing some Ryanair ops, but operated by Lauda. As in real life on this flight, we will fly Ryanair flight 2284, which is also in real life operated by Lauda. And also by the 9 Hotel Lima Alpha XY registration, which we are flying today. Currently standing here in Zagreb airport. Here at stand Echo 8, fuel truck is loading fuel. And yeah, weather is quite good here, 22 degrees, there are some clouds around, but yeah. Yeah, I would say let's check out our flight plan. So, we are flying like I said, Ryanair flight 2284. Our course will be Ryanair 61 Golf Papa. Takeoff weight today estimated with 70.5 tons. Yeah, block fuel today expected 8.2 tons, which is currently loading by the fuel truck. We're expecting departure here in Zagreb runway 22, Photoreal 1 Victor arrival, and in Palma de Mallorca currently 2 for left, Reshade 1 Papa arrival. Alternative airport is Barcelona, runway 24 right. Block time was calculated today with 2 hours and 16 minutes. We are expecting off block time here at 10:55 Zulu time, and also scheduled. Passengers 179, almost completely for 1 passenger, so then it will be completely full. This aircraft has 180 passengers configuration. Cargos 4.5 tons, 18.7 tons payload, 0 fuel at 62.5, and yeah, fuel we have already discussed. So with our route flying towards the southwest, flying here over Croatia, then leaving Croatia here over the sea, Adriatic Sea. Continue over Italy, North Italy, and then into the Mediterranean Sea, and then directly to Palma de Mallorca. Yeah, from the weather we don't expect like anything bigly significant, as you can see here. Yeah, and over Italy there could be maybe some thunderstorms here around Florence and this area I just saw on the map, but yeah, it's not shown here. But besides that should be not anything significant. Yeah, from the winds you're expecting in the beginning, yeah, like a cross headwind quite strongly as well. Later on we have mostly crosswind. Alright guys, I would say less initiated boarding.
Boarding requested.
Yeah, I already set our flight plan, company route here. Let's get wind data. I set cost index of 12, I researched and saw that Lauda operated by Ryanair using around 12 cost index for more medium haul flights or short haul flights as far as the south.
Do you want a board crew?
Alright, where's our preliminary load sheet? Zero fuel 62.4 is expected. And the zero fuel CG 33.6. And block fuel 8.3.
Passengers boarding started.
May I see your boarding pass?
So we're expecting 122 for departure, Quattro 1 Victor departure.
Hello.
Here in Palma de Mallorca for now. We're expecting number 2 for left, XO 1 Papa right.
Good afternoon. May I see your boarding pass?
And Charlie Delta Papa transition.
Good afternoon.
Okay, that looks good. Let's continue and calculate our attack performance.
This way.
So this runway has 3,252 meters, and from
May I see
Echo
your
you will
boarding
do
pass?
backtracking, but we can also probably calculate from Echo departure. Should be enough.
Hello.
So let's calculate from Echo. From Echo we have 2,960 meters. Let's do air conditioning off, anti-ice off. That's all good.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again aboard this Aerosoft A320 on the Airbus Lauda.
Alright. So, weather is not good.
Hello.
Captain of the flight is Mr. Mike. First officer, William and Mr. Majestic. For your comfort and safety, we have my colleague Renate,
May I see your boarding pass? This way,
Okay, we
please.
have calculated flex 58 degrees, flaps 1 plus F 0.7 down for the pitch trim, 148, 149, 150 for the V-speed. Why this one is closing? What the heck?
This way, please.
Yeah, acceleration altitude 1,848. Takeoff shift here from Echo 336.
Welcome on board. Hello.
Okay, before we do the briefing, let me really quickly get Wetsum connected again, because last time I had some problems. Hopefully this time we are able to go to Wetsum.
Good afternoon.
In our last flight yesterday with Amazon 20.
Hello.
Yeah, I think GSX is not set correctly here for this aircraft here currently. This looks a little bit big for an A320 here, this cargo. Alright, so that seems to be working. One moment, let me connect.
Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once
This
again
way.
aboard this Aerosoft A320 on behalf of Lauda. Captain of the flight is Mr. Michael Mike. And
This way,
officers
please.
Alright, so let's do our briefing. Wetsum, we are connected.
and Mr. Marcel Dick. In the cabin for your comfort and safety, we have my colleague Renata, Monica,
This way, please.
Valentina, and myself, Claudia, who is for this flight number 2.
Hey, Califat, welcome to the stream, mate. Yeah, definitely, P3D unfortunately don't get the love
Good afternoon.
anymore as it normally deserves, you know? And a lot of hype about Amazon 20 and Amazon 24. So,
This way, please.
we're standing here at Whiskey. Let me check again. Echo 8 we are standing actually.
Good afternoon.
So this is the correct shot. So we are standing here at Echo 8. We will push back here onto the apron on Mike Charlie towards northeast. Taxi by Mike Charlie, Golf. Then right turn Foxtrot, left turn Echo. We will line up runway 22 via Echo. We are not doing the backtrack, we are taking off intersection departure here from
Good
Echo.
afternoon.
Quite straightforward route. Yeah, departing runway 22 via Echo. We depart for today with flaps 1. Packs off. Air conditioning. Anti-ice off, packs off. And flex temperature 58 degrees, free speeds 148, 139, 50. And we have 2,960 meters available from our intersection departure Echo. Departure route today
This way, please.
is the Quarter 1 Vector departure, heading 223 departure here, runway heading, and then flying until Zulu Alpha 901.
This way, please.
Actually, never mind, this is only for the full departure, so we continue flying here to the PIS, Papa India Sierra,
Welcome on board.
and then continue to Kotor, 8,000 feet there minimum. So initial climb clearance 6,000 feet. Let me check if the ATC off or not. No, it's
Good
not on there.
afternoon.
And transition out. It's 10,000.
This way, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again aboard this Aerosoft A320 on behalf of Lauda.
Hello.
Captain of the flight is Mr. Mike. First officer, William, and Mr. Majestic. You can have it for your comfort and safety.
Alright.
May I see your boarding pass?
Are ready to go here on the flight deck. Need to wait now, passengers get boarded, cars get loaded.
Flight time will be short.
May I see
Yeah,
your boarding
still 8
pass?
minutes under our scheduled off block time. Let's start up the APU
Hello.
slowly.
May I see your... Welcome on board. Welcome on board. Hello. Welcome on board. Good afternoon.
So we have 150 passengers boarded from 179, still takes a bit.
Captain of the flight is Mr. Michael Mike, First Officer, nice to meet you. William and Mr. Marcel Chief. In the cabin for your comfort and safety, we have my colleague Renate, Monica, Valentina, and myself, Claudia. We wish you a good flight. Flight time will be 2 hours.
May I see your boarding pass? Good afternoon.
Alright, boarding completed, guys.
Boarding is completed.
Okay, it seems like we have a little bug here now. I requested a GPU from the GSX, but it wasn't arriving, so now it still waits for the GPU. for pushback, but its GPU didn't come from GSX. So let me disable GSX, and hopefully then we can press pushback and restart GSX, of course. So our final load sheet is
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass
okay,
pin
so
inserted.
takeoff weight is the same, but the balance has a little bit changed. 33.8 instead of 33.6. So this would probably change our pitch trim.
Locking gear.
Okay, it's still the same actually, 0.7 down. So before such, keep in scroll some roof, sensor on, never set enough, fuel quantity. It's checked. And altimeter section H1014, both sides.
Release parking brakes, please.
So we start first checklist below the line. Windows and doors are closed. And beacon lights on. Checklist completed.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Hold on. A second.
Okay, starting engine number 1.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Lauda Motion, I'd like to welcome you on board this Prime Finger has already introduced himself. My name is Senela Olga, together with my crew responsible for comfort and safety on this flight. Please fasten the seatbelt now. It is allowed as electronic devices on board. When the transmission functions are deactivated, switch off electronic devices or set them to flight mode. Laptops and electronic devices which are fitted in the seat bucket in front of you have to be switched off and securely stored away before takeoff. Please inform the cabin crew immediately if each device gets damaged, hot or produces smoke. Ladies and gentlemen.
So, engine 1 stabilizing, engine 2.
Meine Damen und Herren, wir werden Sie nun mit unseren Sicherheitsvorkehrungen vertraut machen. Sobald die Anschnallzeichen aufleuchten, schließen Sie Ihren Sitzgurt und ziehen ihn fest. Zum Öffnen legen Sie die Verschlussklappe nach oben um. Zu Ihrer Sicherheit empfehlen wir Ihnen, den Sitzgurt während des gesamten Fluges geschlossen zu halten. Bei einem Druckverlust fallen Sauerstoffmasken automatisch aus den Fächern über Ihrem Sitz. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now inform you about our safety instructions. Whenever the fasten seatbelt sign illuminates, fasten your
Cockpit to
seatbelt.
ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Flight. In case of decompression, oxygen masks will be released automatically from the panel above your seat. Pull.
Flight controls. Down. For up. Sure. For left. For right. Sure. Or for left. Right. Control. Control. Sorry.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Officer checklist, anti-ice, break, status is checked, trim, stepped, virtual zero check is good. Bye-bye, bros. Brake check. Press pushes it. Before takeoff checklist, flight controls are checked, flaps having 1 plus FT, takeoff speeds and flex heavy I've checked it. Incoming mode takeoff, no blue. So, the first takeoff checklist below the line. Takeoff runway confirmed 22 and hex off checked.
Thank you for your attention. We wish you a pleasant stay with Condor.
The cabin is ready for takeoff.
Okay, thank you.
Takeoff, guys.
Dies geht auch in die Schaltzeit ausgeschaltet sind. Öffnen Sie die Gewächse, soweit wir dann bitte vorsichtig der Gegenstände raushalten können. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main service that you don't understand. We are safety recommend to keep the zero points and whenever you're seated.
That sounds good.
Please open the overhead compartments carefully as objects with the Lauda.
Reaching our initial climb clearance altitude since no ETC or discussion of climb. additional altitude at 10,000. Yeah, let the seatbelts on, because we're flying into full synchronous clouds, and here that's also similar to, of course, we have some turbulence here. Turbulence clouds. Looks some shower thunderstorms left of us. Oh yeah, you can see some thunderstorms south. Oh, records, let me show you once again a little more detail of the route which we are flying today. So we're just flying towards the west. We will continue here flying over Croatia, then flying over the Adriatic Sea between Italy and Croatia, flying over North Italy, go around this Florence, continuing here onto the Mediterranean Sea, and yeah, then flying directly to Palma de Mallorca. Also P4D Version 5 kostet jetzt nicht so extrem viel, ich glaube irgendwie 50, 60 Euro. Das Problem mit P4D ist, dass wenn du damit jetzt neu anfängst, du halt einiges an Addons brauchst und die Addons am teuersten sind. Das ist eher das Problem. Also wie zum Beispiel Flugzeuge, Airports und sowas. Oder Active Sky. Jetzt in P4D einzusteigen, wenn du nie in P4D warst, ist wirklich, solltest du wirklich nur machen, wenn du ja, mit P4D klarkommst und dir ein spezifisches Flugzeug holen möchtest, was dir stark gefällt. Zum Beispiel FSlabs ist immer noch sehr tief simuliert in P4D. Also FSlabs gibt es ja mittlerweile auch für Microsoft Flightsim 2020, aber da ist sie noch nicht so ganz ausgereift, wie sie hier halt in P4D war, weißt du? Das macht es mir auch immer noch Spaß, die P4D FSlabs zu fliegen. Außerdem ist P4D selbst auch eher auf Realismus gesetzt und nicht so unbedingt wie bei Saturn eher mehr visuell. Ja. Wetterradar funktioniert zum Beispiel auch, Gewitterzellen mit dem Active Sky vernünftig anzeigen, nicht so wie anders oder und so weiter. Hier zum Beispiel siehst du ein paar Gewitterzellen. Die werden auch schön hier auch auf dem Wetterradar angezeigt. Und bedenke außerdem, dass das hier keine Standard-Szenerie ist. Die habe ich hinzugefügt. Das ist Photoreal Scenery, Satelliten-Image, aber umsonst, ne? Muss man nicht kaufen. Kann man sich entweder selber erstellen. Mit FSlabs heißt das Programm, da kann man Photoreal Scenery erstellen. Oder du downloadest. Es gibt sehr viele Freeware-Seiten, wo Photoreal Scenery angeboten wird. Für viele Locations auf der Erde. Okay, I think we are passing by Rijeka here in Croatia. Ja, auf jeden Fall. No problemo.
traffic Ryanair 986 Alpha following on the way to impact. Welcome.
Hey, Chris Southam, welcome. Well, I just still use it, hit modded and all. I find give me the best landing smooth and it runs cooler on the PC as a summer. We're talking about P3D, I guess? Yes, if you will have P3D version 5 and if you tweak it a little bit, you might usually P3D version 5 can look actually really good. But the more strength from P3D version 5 is still like the system depth, weather speed simulator with Active Sky here, and yeah, and a lot of good complex add-on airlines like FSlabs A320, which is still one of the most complex. Yeah. I guess if someone has like a little bit more weaker PC, P3D version 5 is also a good alternative, that's true as well. But P3D version 5 is actually also sometimes quite hungry on performance. Special rerun. Yeah, definitely. The 747 from Pmdg, also the 8 variant is still here available in P3D and still not like in other simulators, so it's true. That's absolutely true. I find it sad that P3D was really like all developers switched to Microsoft Flightsim 2020 right away because they knew that they're making more money out of it because more people and also the casual flight simmers and not the hard customers are going to Microsoft Flight Sim 120. So it's unfortunately often an economical interest. Yeah, really cool to see that someone also still fly a lot of PVD. Yeah, PVD, Microsoft Flight Simulator 20, that looks nice, but sometimes I don't feel like the full immersion. Even we have still Phoenix and stuff like this, but sometimes it feels like a little bit arcade-ish. Not always, but sometimes. And also I feel like that many bugs are still not fixed, like after many years. For example, the weather improvement and many other small things, which Asobo don't fix after so many years. This is what I'm going in my mouth. But for example, a real big immersion killer is that in weather that there are no thunderstorms in live weather. Also not in FS2024. I have also FS2024 and I don't see still any live thunderstorm, or it's like display completely wrong. I don't get it. And yeah, and the standard physics, for example, you can see in Pmdg 77, they're using the standard physics Immersion 20. It feels like really, yeah, like I said, more arcade-ish and like a really light paper plane, especially in the 77 Pmdg. Of course, they're using the standard physics and they don't have to make their own complex model. Phoenix, for example, is much more better. And FS 2024 is, in my opinion, on the current state, not much better than FS 2020. Graphically, it looks not like big better than FS 2020. And there's also a lot of bugs, so also unfinished. For me, performance, VRAM, I get some RAM leaks, and it's gonna start stutter after some time. As for many add-ons are still not available for FS 2024, which I'm using FS 2020. And the third thing is, Asobo or Microsoft has said that they're supporting FS 2020 for 10 years, and after 5 years suddenly we're bringing out to FS 2024. Unfinished FS 2020, I don't get it. So again, economical reasons. Exactly. This is the point. The foul physics in Amazon 20, it feels really like arcade-ish sometimes and really light. But, I need to say a but, if an add-on developer like Phoenix is making their complex model or adapting it really hard or making their own model, it can feel quite okay or quite good. For example, like I said, the Phoenix AV20, it seems to be really adapted really good and feels like much heavier and also more realistic, close to an AV20, I guess. Yeah, exactly. This is also a point which is like really critical, of course, especially in FS 2024, since FS 2024 streams almost everything from the server, like sceneries, airport, and planes. Yeah, it seems to be the future now that you stream everything and you don't really own it, right? PVD has the advantage you have installed already on the PC. Everything has much more size, but still you can fly whenever you want. You don't need online connection. At least for if you want to have live weather, of course, you need online connection, but beside that, photo scenery is everything installed on my hard drive. Here guys, we are reaching now North Italy. I've actually also installed some Photoreal Scenery for North Italy, because for Florence I installed Photoreal Scenery around it. And sorry guys for the laggy, it's not the sim which is laggy, it's the camera which is laggy. Chaseplane unfortunately has a problem, seems to be with the last updates of NVIDIA or something, but it's not running smooth anymore. That's since a long time already. That unfortunately it will probably not get fixed since PVD doesn't get supported so much anymore. Hey Nabil, long time not see. Welcome back, bro. Doing good so far, how about you? Yeah, welcome to PVD. Long time, or? What? 1 year you didn't fly PVD anymore? That's a long time. Yeah, to be honest, I still feel quite immersed here with FSlabs and PVD. And to be honest, if you treat PVD a little bit, and you have the clouds and everything, and Photoreal scenery, sometimes PVD looks more realistic at some points than Amazon 20, because Amazon 20 often is a little bit making more for visuals, like looking really good, but not particularly realistic all the time. For example, I make a screenshot of takeoff. Here, as you can see, I don't have Photoreal scenery, so this is the north part of the pool. From here, starting towards the south, I have some Photoreal scenery. You can see there's a big difference here between normal ORBX PVD scenery and Photoreal scenery. But you can see even the autogen scenery here from PVD is quite good. Aligned to the rear one, you can see a straight from the Photoreal scenery going into the autogen PVD scenery or the river and stuff like this. Photoreal scenery, including autogen. But people who are with the longer machine, of course, know that. Hey, Rumo. Welcome to the stream, mate. How are you doing? You cannot just simplify it like this, that you can say P3 is better or something. It really depends on which aspects and also what is your goal, what you want to do in the simulator. If you want to do like specific planes, or if you want to fly realistic or not so realistic, or and so on. So you cannot just simply say it like this. Because P3D had some advantages over Amazon 20, but Amazon 20 has also some advantages over P3D. Same for X-Plane. So it's not as simple as this. What really goes on my nerves currently, and also in our last P3D flight, is that Chaseplane is not working properly anymore since like some months, and it's really like the camera is laggy as hell. It's really a problem. Rumo, thank man, but I'm guessing you prefer P3D. No, not particularly. I like all three simulators, and I'm flying on my channel P3D and also Microsoft Flight Sim 20. But in some aspects I prefer P3D and some small details, you know? Some details are better simulated in P3D, for example, compared to Amazon 20. But there's also things which are really good in Amazon 2020. For example, the weather displaying here in P3D with active sky is really accurate compared to Microsoft Flight Sim 20. Especially convective stuff like thunderstorms and stuff are displayed really wrong in the Microsoft Flight Sim 20 and like weather, and often doesn't display at all. For example, thunderstorms. So in P3D with active sky, it's displayed very accurately. As well, the weather radar is working here properly as well. And for example, turbulence and clouds and cumulus and stuff like this, for example, is here also simulated. Amazon 20 still nothing has big change in the last years. X-Plane has quite good flight dynamics, that's true. But they are focusing also especially on flight dynamics, physics, and stuff like this. So you see, every simulator has its advantages and disadvantages. So it's not so easy to say which one is better. But if you would combine all three simulators in one simulator, then you would have a perfect flight simulator. Yeah, sorry about my question. I use X-Plane and I was wondering if I should switch, but I think I will love using X-Plane 12. I mean, if you're using already X-Plane and you have X-Plane 12 or X-Plane 11, then I guess you already have quite good simulator, and I guess you have also some add-ons already, so it's not like, makes probably not so much sense for you personally, individually, to switch to P3D. But what you can do is maybe use both simulators. For example, I have all three simulators. I have PFD version 5, I have X-Plane 12, I have FS2220 and FS2224. So I have all 4 simulators. But of course you need a lot of space, man. Zef Cobra, hey Jonas or Yunus, why is PFD FSlabs expensive than FSlabs? Well, good question. Back in the times, PFD, the FSlabs was quite unique. It's one of the best FSlabs A320, one of the best A320 simulations back in time. And Phoenix and other planes make a lot of more concurrence, first of all, and secondly, the FSlabs has a little more maybe people in Immersion 20 which they can get. In the PFD it's quite unique. Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't know the word right now. It's like more smaller the potential buyers as the Immersion 20, so of course you can put the price down, you know? This is my guess. As well, like I said, there's some concurrence like Phoenix and other developers. But I need to say, like I said, the FSlabs and Immersion 20 is good, but it's not the same level as it was in PFD. It still need to be improved, and it's still a bit unfinished. But the PFD A320 had, of course, a lot of time to develop. That sounds great, Rumo. The tallest A321, I have it too. I have the A321neo from Tolis. I flew also on this channel also on some streams. Flight Tractor 777, I heard that the Flight Tractor 777 is really good simulator 777, even maybe a little better than the Pmdg. This is what I heard. And Zimbal 77, of course, a great freeware 77. Yeah, I have the COSP sound mod also for the AP21. It's really good sound mod. But since FSlabs have the AP21neo out now, I think I prefer to fly 21neo if I want to fly AP21neo. Mine is around 20. The tallest AP21neo was nice, but I'm a little bit limited because I don't have also not so much airports for X-Plane 12. And some parts of the AP21neo and tallest, at least when I flew it, wasn't still perfect, you know? Also textures and modeling could be better on the tallest. Definitely. Phoenix is also, compared to FSlabs, also one of the best AP20 simulations currently on the market. Private flight simulator market. Yeah, that's true, that's true. But to be honest, The MS-220 graphics is also not the best sometimes. Sometimes the clouds, for example, look way too like painting or like, you know, like not so much realistic to be honest sometimes, not the lightning and everything. And sometimes it looks a bit oversaturated and playful colors, like to be looking good but not to be looking realistic. So MS-120 graphics is not all the time like really realistic, maybe looking good but not all the time realistic looking. But yeah, and many points of course MS-120 has a good graphic. It can look realistic in some parts. For example here, if the sun is at quite high position or coming from behind you, the clouds can look like really not so realistic. PVD, I'm not using like volumetric clouds, even they're available for PVD, but I think sometimes the textures from the PVD clouds, if you have active sky add-on and stuff like this, can look really realistic actually, the cumulus cloud. As you just saw in my screenshot from the takeoff. Is the scenery nice, PVD by X-Plane? By default, maybe a bit better, but don't forget that PVD by default doesn't have Photoreal scenery or satellite images scenery, as X-Plane has, not by default. You need like to install Photoreal scenery by yourself manually, for example with freeware add-ons where you have Photoreal scenery, or you can create it by yourself with FSlabs tiles program. I have installed a lot of parts of Europe Photoreal scenery. Also Mallorca, when we're gonna land, we have Photoreal scenery including AutoGen. Hello Nova, welcome. Yeah, the Phoenix is really good optimized for performance, that's true. It is quite complex and quite good optimized for this complexity. Yes, I'm German. Yeah, definitely. It's a beautiful color, that's true. Yeah guys, quickly let me give you an update. So currently we have left Italy and now we are flying over the Mediterranean Sea, so unfortunately there is not much to see beside the ocean. So on the left side I think you can see the island of Corsica, of course. sail control. 124305. Oh god, Chaseplane is really this is really killing currently the last time we flew PVD as well to Immersion. The Chaseplane has a problem since my minimums of PVD, but it's not running smooth anymore for some reason.
Direct Pigas, easily 1 mile.
Marseille, bonjour, Sund Air 26 Bravo Yankee, flight level 360.
Sund Air 26 Bravo Yankee, Marseille control, bonjour, squawk 5612.
Squawk 5612, Sund Air 26 Bravo Yankee.
Marseille control, bonjour, Ryanair 5 Tango Alpha at flight level 100 inbound to Oscar Charlie Delta Papa. Ryanair 5 Tango Alpha, you are outside of my airspace, you can continue on advisory, bye bye. Continue advisory, bye Ryanair 5 Tango Alpha. Sam 8072 Marseille control, bonjour, I need you at even flight level 380, flight level 360. Sam 8072, descend flight level 360.
Control, very good day to jet 789, passing flight level 348, climbing T80 inbound Luzon.
3789 Marseille control, bonjour, can you file your flight plan please?
Yes, sorry.
Sund Air 26 Bravo Yankee identified, direct Rixot.
Direct Rixot, Sund Air 26 Bravo Yankee.
Ryanair 61 Golf Papa, Marseille control, bonsoir, correction, bonjour, squawk 5613. Jet 789, flight plan is received, climb flight level 3.
Direct to here, Mars, we jet 789.
The lag currently is catastrophic here. I don't know what's the cause of it. And it's even affecting the ETC, and it's get like crackled. Okay, guys, I just figured out why we have so much lag. The CPU need to work a lot here, and temperature way too high from the CPU. That's why it's
Wizard 2074, Marseille control,
I need to clean my PC again and also the fans and stuff like this to be like not going so high anymore temperature.
2074, thank you. Marseille Center, good evening. French Air
Force if I can reduce a little bit the impact on the
inbound
CPU
passing flight level 240.
By reducing settings which are affecting the CPU especially.
French Air Force 01, Marseille control, bonjour, squawk 1000. Squawk 1000, French Air Force 01.
And of course next time I need to clean my PC and the CPU to have proper cooling again working here.
Ryanair 61 Golf Papa identified, direct Rixot.
Except for Ryanair 61 Golf Papa.
French Fox 01 identified, clear for Belus for November arrival, descend flight level 150.
Clear Belus for November arrival, Geneva Airport, then descend flight level 150, French 401.
Take control, good day, Lufthansa 3547 is passing flight level 333, climbing to flight level 410 inbound, EBAN.
Lufthansa 3547, Marseille control, bonjour, climb flight level 410, direct Irma.
Climb flight level 410, can you please repeat the direct waypoint again for Lufthansa
3547, direct Irma.
Stand by.
Marseille control, good day, hearing 570 on level 37, so inbound Croatia.
Direct Irma, Lufthansa 357.
Where's the previous station calling?
Hearing 57 whiskey.
Going 57 whiskey, Marseille control, bonjour, identified, direct Vatia.
Direct Vatia,
the problem is,
whiskey, thank you.
Like I said, my PC I didn't clean for a long time inside, and it can get a lot of dust and heat up easily if CPU fan if there's a lot of dust. Yeah, this makes us a problem right now with the getting really hot, 95 degrees CPU, that's why it's limiting the performance.
Thunder 26 Bravo Yankee, clear for Rixot 1 Papa arrival. When ready, descend flight level 230, level by Rixot.
Thunder 26 Bravo Yankee is clear for Rixot 1 Papa arrival, and when ready, descend flight level 230, level at Rixot.
Ryanair 61 Golf Papa request 25 minute report.
Ryanair 61 Golf Papa, say again?
Requesting 5 minutes out of cockpit, please.
Ryanair 61 Golf Papa, that's approved, report back.
Go, Ryanair 61.
French Air Force 01, you are... Lufthansa 27 uniform, you are clear for Lanco 1 Golf arrival, descend flight level 120. Lufthansa 27 uniform, descend flight level 120.
Hello, 120.
Ryanair 61 Golf Papa, welcome back. You are clear for Rixot 1 Papa arrival. When ready, descend flight level 230, level by Rixot.
Clear for the Rixot 1 Papa arrival. This when ready, descend flight 230 to the level of Rixot for Ryanair 61. Okay, we have descent clearance and arrival clearance already. We should be at flight 320 at Reshade, which we're gonna set here, so the drop of descent is calculated correctly.
Sam 8072 leaving my space, advisory 122 to the simulator, over.
Weather 122 to the simulator,
Delta Charlie Romeo November Golf Marseille Control, bonjour, can you file a flight plan please?
Shannon X9 Papa Charlie, follow 370.
Shannon X9 Papa Charlie, Marseille Control, bonjour, identified, direct Corsi.
Corsi, Shannon X9 Charlie.
But with camera lagging here from
Marseille Control, good day, your wings 5 Hotel Juliet, flight 380 inbound Luma.
Wings 5 Hotel Juliet, Marseille Control, bonjour, squawk 1000.
Squawk 1000, your wings 5 Hotel
Temperature
Juliet.
is okay now with 80 degrees, but still I don't know why this is such a big problem now.
Wings 5 Hotel Juliet, identified, direct Irma.
Direct Irma, your wings 5 Hotel Juliet.
Croatia 75 Whiskey X-ray from Delta 8, line up runway 31 right, wind 320 degrees 25 knots, clear for takeoff.
Flight out the regular 319.
Delta November Golf, flight plan is received, squawk 5622. Easy 11 Mike, leaving my space, advisory 122 to the simulator, over.
1228, thank you very much. Easy 11 Mike.
Delta November Golf identified, direct Vatir.
Good, we are still on course here, as it looks like, bro. Direct to Reshade, perfect, correct. And welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah, so we need to descend towards Mallorca. Like I said, we have clearance already flight ETC, we're ready to descend. Descend to flight level 320 and level by the Reshade. That's why I said already that we should be at flight level 230 at the Reshade, so that the top of descent is calculated correctly. So shortly we need to descend.
Croatia 75 Whiskey X-ray identified, climb flight level 350.
Follow 350.
Thunder 26 Bravo Yankee, leaving my airspace, advisory 122 decimal 8, over.
Unicom Force and Air 26 Bravo Yankee, thank you for service, over.
Lot 1406, maintain flight level 350.
Lot 1406, Marseille control, bonjour, identified, direct Palmo.
Lot 1406, direct Palmo.
Control, bonjour, with the Malta 357 in Lyon, requesting IFR clearance to Nice.
With the Malta 357, Marseille control, bonjour, I call you back.
Okay, so we start our descent towards Mallorca. We have a quite low cost index, typical for Ryanair flights, in this case with Lauda A320, but it's Ryanair flight, but we operate for Lauda. Cost index 12, so it will be a quite longer descent.
Lufthansa 27 uniform, descend 4,000 feet. QNH 1011.
Yeah guys, and sorry like I said for these legs, I am not sure.
Croatia 75 Whiskey X-ray, climb flight level 370, direct Vector.
Direct Vector.
Maybe an NVIDIA update or something, since PVD unfortunately doesn't get like support so much anymore. Seems to be also not yet fixed or something.
With their Malta 357, are you ready to copy? With their Malta 357, you are clear to Nice via Roma 8 November departure, runway 35 left, climb initially flight level 70, squawk 1000. With their Malta 357, readback is correct. Was that 2074, Fred check? Wizard 2074, I read you 5. Thank you. Ryanair 28 Papa Hotel, direct Rixot.
Ryanair 61 Golf Papa. Oh, sorry, no.
Ryanair 28 Papa Hotel.
Ryanair 2A Papa Hotel, Unicom 128, thank you, bye bye.
Unicom 128 is mode for Ryanair 61 Golf Papa, goodbye.
So we're with you, Ryanair 28 Papa Hotel, sorry?
Yeah, Ryanair 28 Papa Hotel, direct Rixot.
Meine Damen und Herren, wir haben mit unserem Sinkflug begonnen. Ich darf Sie bitten, auf Ihren Sitzplatz zurückzukehren und sich wieder anzuschneiden. Bitte verstauen Sie Ihr Handgepäck in der Ablage über dem Sitz oder unter dem Vordersitz. Elektronische Geräte, die nicht in die Sitztasche passen, müssen wieder ausgeschaltet und zur Landung verstaut werden. Das Handgepäck verbleibt im Falle einer Evakuierung an Bord. Vielen Dank. Ladies and gentlemen, we have started our descent. We ask you to return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt again. Please make sure that your hand luggage is stowed in the hatchback above your seat or underneath the seat in front of you. Electronic devices which do not fit in the seat pocket must again be securely stowed away before landing. We would like to remind you that in case of evacuation, your hand luggage must remain on board. Thank you. Bringen Sie bitte die Rückenlehne Ihres Sitzes in eine aufrechte Position und klappen Sie den Tisch nach oben. Öffnen Sie alle Sonnenblenden und werfen Sie einen Blick auf die Sicherheitskarte. Überzeugen Sie sich nochmals, dass Sie zur Landung angeschnallt sind. Ladies and gentlemen, for landing, please adjust the backrest of your seat into an upright position and fold the tray table in front of you. Open all window shades and take a look at the safety instruction card. Check once again that your seatbelt is fastened.
Hey Jonas, again service, having a break from work, hence repose. SAS quickly works great for me and I'm so glad I met who shares the interest. We need to learn more soon. No problem, mate, welcome back. And yes, I also see like almost nobody streaming on my P4D on YouTube, but I guess maybe there are still so many people flying on P4D just streaming, you know? Yeah guys, we reached our first island. We are flying over Menorca. Not Mallorca, Menorca. And of course I flew to RFscenery for this island as well. Yeah, probably people who love P4D and have a nice alternative to Amazon will probably still fly it, but maybe it's not that popular anymore that it's like worth to stream on YouTube or something. That's maybe many people don't stream it, but fly it properly. But the funny thing is, always, I mean, I streamed a lot of P4D like 2 years ago or stuff like this. When P4D, when Amazon 20 wasn't that good still, and many planes were missing for Amazon 20. But the funny thing, if I still stream like in the last weeks, from time to time P4D, it get a lot of views, much more than my Amazon 20 streams in the last weeks. So it seems like that my community, which I built up here on my channel, still fly out or like a lot of P4D still, because I did, like I said, a lot of P4D streams in the last years on my channel, and maybe it also attracts some people who are just interested in the simulator beside Amazon 20 needs flight. Okay guys, so we are descending here on the arrival, on the Rixo 1 Papa arrival. Currently we are flying directly to Charlie Delta Papa here, VOR, and then we continue flying here snack up, max 250 knots, continue to the, sorry, never mind, we are flying to the Charlie Delta Papa VOR, and from where we expect our approach already, since we are landing 24 left. So that's the classic arrival here in Mallorca over the countryside, over the island. So from Charlie Delta Papa we are flying here to Palma VOR, left turn to Ubumu, and where we are expecting our glide slope, LS. Here, I set the barrel 239, Cap 1 ILS, Charlie as our aircraft category. Hey Jonas, I would like a tip from you. Do you fly very long flights with a little time compression? Tried flying long trips, and I never seem to finish due to life commitment. Do you think I should take off normal to cruise then accelerate at least 4 times to the descent and land normally? What do you think? So I do also sometimes long haul flights with long haul planes, also here on my channel, but I don't like to do like fast time compression because it feels so unrealistic, you know? So I only fly long haul flights if I have time to do these long haul flights. And I often combine it to do like some things which I need to do in the cruise, for example work, or I need to clean in my house or something, so I always combine it, you know what I mean? So I'm not all the time at the PC during the cruise. This is what I would give you as a tip, you know? Combine it with something which you need to do, and the plane can just fly in a cruise by itself, by autopilot. If you want to have the realistic feeling and not have this time compression, you know? And by the way guys, I have researched a little bit. ChatGPT helped me a little bit to find out this problem here from the forums with Chaseplane, and ChatGPT had from her some research that update from Windows caused this problem here in PVD with the lags, audio lags, but also Chaseplane lags. And there's a specific update from Windows which was in the spring, which is supposed to cause this. There's a solution actually, according to ChatGPT, to just install a specific update from Windows and then it should be running again here in PVD. I will try this after this run. No problem, mate. So this is how I do it. I also don't want to be sitting at the PC for 6-7 hours during a cruise on a long haul flight. This is way too boring. In real life condition, of course, if you real pilot, it's a different story. But in a simulator, to just sit like 6 hours at the PC during the long haul while you're flying over ocean or something, that's not so nice. Yeah, beautiful Mallorca island. I visited Mallorca last year. It's a beautiful island. I went also to the north here where the mountains are in real life. Has beautiful beaches as well, Mallorca. Anyway, journals, got head back to pick up my wife. Well, soon, take care, and I appreciate all the time and advice. Alright, then have a great day, and yeah, see you later, and no problem. Have a nice day. Yeah, ATC is here not online, as we had Marseille Center, but here unfortunately there is no ATC online. Hey, H. Thomas, long time no see. Welcome aboard, mate. If you continue to do P3D videos, did you plan to buy the Pmdg 747 to use some flights? The thing with the Pmdg 747, it's a really great plane for P3D, especially also the 747-8 is really interesting for like passenger flights. But the problem is, I didn't want to buy it some years ago when it came out with P3D because I don't like the P3D price politics. Because I had actually the 747 for FSX. They didn't offer any discount for P3D, like not a single discount, and it's really expensive for P3D. That's why I didn't want to buy it again, you know. But I will think about it. I will check the prices again also. I don't know how long Pmdg needs to release it for Amazon China, but I guess it's still to take a bit. Yeah, but to be honest, I'm not a big fan of making like cargo flights. I like more like passenger flights also because I can relate to it more. If you fly, for example, as a passenger in real life, you know. And I think the 747-400 doesn't. Does the 747-400 still has passenger flight? I don't think so. I think very few only. Ah, Lufthansa still flies the 7% first. Yeah, right, actually. Frankfurt. I completely forgot that actually, even I'm from Germany. But I'm surprised that they're still flying the 7% one. I thought they also mostly bought now the 747-8 for the replace of 747-400. But the problem is I don't have Frankfurt for PVD. And Frankfurt will be probably a problem here with the fancy PVD. 747-8 makes maybe more sense. More modern as well. Oh. Okay, Lockstar.
$2,500.
But what we can fly again soon, maybe, is the 787 from Caltemics PVD actually. Since there's still no proper 787 for Amazon 20 or for other simulator, I think the Caltemics is still one of the best. About the FR21neo, Aerosoft 21 ago. I did one flight with it and I found the LEPA engine is not too realistic compared to the old TN was on phase after touchdown. Yeah, the leaf sound is actually not that bad compared to real life recordings which I have from my real life experience. But there still need to be improved a little bit to be fine-tuning in my opinion, that's true. Especially like the buzzing pitch and also compared with the high sound, it sounds sometimes a bit off in my opinion. But it's not that bad actually, to be honest. But like I said, the fine-tuning should be much done there to improve it. With the physics and touchdown, didn't feel like that bad, but since I never flew A321neo as a pilot, I cannot really judge this, I guess. But it didn't like feel like really bad, in my opinion. Okay, autopilot off. My plane, guys.
.500. .400. .100 above. .200 minimum. .100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5.
Yeah guys, welcome to Mallorca. Beautiful approach, also quite smooth landing as I saw. And by the way, this is also one thing which in Amazon 20 I think is a little bit too accelerated. If you have a little bit of crosswind in Amazon 20 and you touch down, you get like forced to the left or the right so strongly, and I think in real life that it will be not so strong. When you fly FSlabs you have to do many training if you don't know this. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of unique things how to handle the FSlabs, how it is built. But of course the system dev by itself on the EP20 is also quite complex. And yeah, actually I missed the physics here from the FSlabs and P3D. It felt really realistic, to be honest. So, I didn't check which stand the real life flight took. Let me check. Forgot to check this before. Oh, okay, I just saw it. We just need to taxi here already. So not far away.
Einmal Traffic Rank 5 von Whiskey Thomas von der Runway 2 for left.
Yeah, strange that FSlabs have a little bit problems with the proper sounds and with their FSlabs aircrafts in Amazon 20. In PVD were quite good and really realistic with all the details, PTU, hydraulic, everything. And then in Amazon 20 some sounds are still like missing or like not properly implemented. But I think also they have a little bit struggle to implement correctly with this new simulator, because it's completely different than PVD built, so maybe that's their struggle. You can hear really nicely the yellow electric pump now in action, which I'll turn on. Which also, for example, is missing. At least from the sounds and the FSlabs and the 2020.
Einmal Traffic Rank 5 von Whiskey 5 miles von der Runway 2 for left.
And now we should hear the PTO going crazy to the impellance.
Some positioning, cross-check.
Like no real life.
The boarding requested.
Meine Damen und Herren, Sie dürfen nun
Passengers boarding started.
hinteren Ausgang verlassen. Auf Wiedersehen. Ladies and gentlemen, you can now disembark the aircraft from the front and rear exit.
That's not true, only the front. So, what I wanted to do now? The temperatures is good. We had a flight time of 1 hour 53 and block time 2 hours and 9 minutes. Let's check also how smooth I landed on Volanta. 149 feet.
Thank you for flying with us.
Palma de Mallorca, Ryanair 28 Papa Hotel on final runway 24 right, 179.
Palma traffic, Wing 5 Whiskey, runway 24 left, circuit.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Oh, right guys, hope you enjoyed today's flight here in P3D version 5 from Zagreb to Mallorca. Yeah, as I told you yesterday, I tried to do some more streams again now. Last week I didn't have so much time for streams, but yeah, like I said, I'll try my best. And yeah, wish you a great day. See you next time. Bye bye.
Palma traffic, Ryanair 28 Papa Hotel, 5 miles final runway 24 right, Palma.